Camozio's Dream, a story by Maria Elena Porzio, inspired by a legend about the founding of the town of Nuove. One evening in 1591, in the small hamlet of Ronchis, an old homeless man by the name of Camozio was sleeping under the porch of an inn. No one knew anything about him, and no one really took any notice of him, though some people thought he may once have been a soldier who had fallen on hard times. That night, something extraordinary happened. Camozio dreamt about the building of a new city, a walled city fortress laid out in the shape of a perfect star. The following morning, Camozio awoke with his heart all aflutter. He had a feeling that dream had some sort of meaning. "I think it was a premonition," he thought to himself, and went inside the inn and began telling everyone about his dream. "Listen, I dreamt that they built a beautiful, perfect fortress just near here. We really need one, don't we? Close to the border, fully armed and equipped. It would defend us from the Austrians." "And the Turks," added the innkeeper as he poured out cups of wine. "You've had too much to drink, old man," joked one of the merchants. "A city as perfect as a star? Now, that's too good to be true," laughed a group of young apprentices. Nobody took poor Camozio seriously. Maybe only a Venetian would understand how important his dream was, he thought to himself. But that didn't stop him telling everyone who came into the inn all about the city he had seen in his dream. Towards evening, a nobleman by the name of Marcantonio Barbaro, who had some influence and was a loyal supporter of the Republic of Venice, happened to visit the inn. He sat quietly at a corner table, sipping wine and listening to Camozio retelling his dream. Marcantonio said nothing, but every now and then he gave a little nod of his head, as if to say, very true. This old man is talking sense." Marcantonio could see the merit in Camozio's dream. With the Habsburgs threatening the borders and ever more frequent incursions from the Ottoman Turks, a fortified city close to the border could be the key to protecting the people. And so, upon his return to Venice, he talked to engineers, cartographers, and members of the Senate, suggesting that the new city be built. Everyone agreed that it was an excellent idea. 2 years later, in 1593, everything was in place to begin the construction of Nuove. But obviously, you can't just start work on any old day. The birth of a new city deserved a celebration, and Marcantonio decided to begin work on a date with symbolic value, the 7th of October. And so it was, on that day, in the heart of the lowlands of Friuli, Marcantonio drove across into the ground and announced, "Gentlemen, on the 7th of October, 1571, the Venetian troops defeated the Turks at the Battle of Lepanto, saving Christianity. This date brought us good luck then, and it will bring us good luck today. Here, where I plant this symbol
of Christianity, the city of Parma will rise up."
The crowd applauded with great enthusiasm. Marcantonio went on.
"It will be a fortress with imposing bastions and unassailable walls. Yet it will also be a place where soldiers, merchants, craftsmen, and farmers can live in harmony. Oh, and one last thing, it will be in the shape of a star."
With the ceremony over, the Venetian nobleman returned to Ronches and went straight to the inn to tell the old beggar man the good news.
"Oh, I'm very sorry, but old Camozio died a month ago,"
the innkeeper told him with a shrug.
"He was 70, you know, a ripe old age." "Oh, what a great pity," replied Marcantonio sadly. "The poor man will never know that his dream has inspired one of Venice's greatest defensive constructions."
"Oh, don't worry. I know," a whisper came from above. "I can see it better than anyone from up here. Parma, oh, it's an absolute beauty." Who said that? Who else but the soul of Camozio, sitting on a fluffy cloud and eavesdropping on their conversation? Marcantonio raised his eyes to the heavens. He was sure he had heard something, like somebody whispering, but there was no one there. Just blue sky, a few seagulls, and a small white cloud, which then just melted away.